Hi, I'm Shana of the Wealth Five, and I create videos to help you eliminate debt, grow your income, and build wealth. And today I am just here doing a chat with you just to, talk about what's going on in my life. And I also got this in from FAB FIT. So, I got this in from Fab Fit and Fun, and so I just wanted to unbox this with you all. So I'm going to actually, I need to make sure that these settings are, because I have it up right here. So, okay. So I got rid of the echo. So I am just planning to answer some questions. We'll see who all joins, what questions you have for me. Took a little hiatus from YouTube for about 4 months and came back, did a video last week about my budget and everything. I have a few other videos planned for the next few weeks, but I also figured it would be a good time to just give like a little update. I did my last live back in, when was that? Back in July. And so I figured it would be a good time to reconnect with you and talk about what's going on in my life. We could talk finances, we could talk personal life, anything that you want. So I'm going to wait for some people to get on here, start asking some questions. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and unbox this from Fab Fit Fun. So this is my first time getting a box from them. So I have no idea what is in here. They asked could they send me a box of their subscription. And I've seen other videos of this before, of this box. Actually, let me make sure this is focusing on me. Whew, it's not focusing on me. Why do you want to hit on me right now? Okay, I think it's a little better. I'm not sure. But so they sent me this box a little minute ago, and I want to make sure that I don't have this box cutter on my couch. I do have it on the couch, but it's not open. So, oh, thank you. You said you look pretty in your thumbnail. So I actually took those. Oh, that's an update that I can give. So I took some photos for my website for my business that's launching next week called publichealthforce.com. And so we can talk about that a little later. But that thumbnail, I didn't have anything prepared because I kind of was like, let me see how work goes today. Let me get on live if I have time and chit chat with y'all. So I had a little bit of time, so I decided to get on here. So that's what I did. So anyway, so let me go ahead. Is it focused for y'all? I feel like it's focusing on the box and not on me. But okay. So I got this box in. They asked me if I wanted to like check out their stuff. I was like, sure. So they sent it to me. I haven't opened it. It's probably been sitting here since I moved. No, it's probably been sitting here for a good month. So I'm excited to see like what is in here. I've seen other unboxing videos of what Fab Fit Fun is about. So I am kind of curious to see what it is. Oh, I was about to say, what you saying? Congrats for the money struggle, but obviously because I see the business is launching. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me know if I am fuzzy because I feel like I am out of focus, and I don't want to keep belaboring the point, but I feel like I am, but maybe I'm tripping. But okay, so I'm gonna open this box. Let's see what's in here, and please feel free as I'm doing this to ask me any questions. I don't really know what to update y'all on because I kind of did one in June, but I know I took it down, so I know everyone didn't get a chance to see it. Because I actually had people on IG tell me that they didn't see it because I took it down like within a day or so. So let me know if you have any questions because I know I've been gone for a minute. So let me know what you want to talk about, what you have questions about. So here is the box. Let's see. Oh, it's a box within a box. I didn't realize it was going to be a box within a box. This is a huge box for this little box. But okay. So, here we go. Can it focus? So I feel like it's still not focusing. Okay, I think that's a little better. Okay, so here goes the box. Fab Fit Fun. Let me know in the comments if you... Oh, you say it's clear. It looks so blurry on my screen. But, okay, so this is the box. Let me know if you've ever gotten one before. This is my first time getting one. They sent it to me for free. This is not like a sponsored thing or anything like that. It asked me if I wanted to check it out. So I'm checking it out and sharing it with you to see what you think about it. So I need to turn off these notifications because people are blowing me up for some odd reason right now. So do not disturb. Okay, so let's open this box. This is my first like PR box. People have asked to send me stuff before, but I've always declined it. But then I was like, okay, I'm kind of interested in this Fab Fit Fun box. So I was like, go ahead and send it to me and let's check it out. So this is kind of new for my channel. Okay, so this is in the box, this brochure about how this box is curated. So I know it was like a special box, and I could pull up the email that they sent me to like describe it a little later. But this is the box here. And then it came with a $80 off of HelloFresh meals. I actually had, I don't even know where I got that one from, but I had one upstairs. And I literally just threw away the card because you have to activate these things within like 30 days to get those, like, yes, it's claimed within 30 days to be able to get this like discount. But I don't even know where I got that one from. Then it came with a Bright Cellars personalized wine matched to your taste. That's kind of cool. Take the wine quiz, answer 7 questions like what is your favorite chocolate to build your profile, view your matches, and experience the Bright Cellars. So I guess they deliver wine to your door. Pretty cool. I got a little bar cabinet upstairs that is empty. So maybe I might need to look into that. Let's see how much it costs first because I still got goals. Even though, so I have $53,000 of student loans left to pay, which is pretty much all the student loans I've ever had. Aside for some of it is interest, like about $10,000 of that is interest. But I saw that Elizabeth Warren and Schumer, which I don't know what his first name is, but they presented, I guess, a new bill to kind of drive home the point of canceling like $50,000 of student loans. I mean, obviously this really depends on like who gets into office, but according to them, which I already reviewed on the channel before, the department or the education secretary of education, she or he, whoever that may be at a given time, has always had the authority to cancel student loans unilaterally. They've had the sole authority if they wanted to use that to be able to cancel student loans. And they have used it in the past for certain things, like, you know, when those nonprofit schools are like robbing people, they, you know, invoke that to be able to cancel people's student loans. So they could do the same thing to cancel everyone. So essentially, these two, Warren and Schumer, are trying to get whoever goes into office to just do that for America, cancel 50K of student loans, since most people are still struggling to pay their loans. And so they are, you know, advocating for that. And look, let me tell you something. I am hoping that at least 10K is covered. But look, if 50K is canceled, I'll be like, I don't have a problem paying the other 4. I have $53,901 left of student loans. I don't have a problem paying 4K. I'll be so grateful. I will be eternally grateful if that were to happen. But let's see. Make sure that y'all vote, that y'all are registered to vote and everything. So I see some people are rolling in. Let me see if I can put these comments on the screen. Oh, there we go. It's up on the screen. This is my first time actually doing this. I've always used this program to go live, which is Ecamm, but I never use it till its full potential. So Alicia wants to know, hey, is your new position based in Seattle or Georgia? So it is for now based in Georgia. I could potentially have to move to Seattle, but we don't know yet. So I'm just hoping that I can stay here because it's cheaper, a lot cheaper. So that's that. I guess we'll know maybe, I don't know, maybe sometime next year what the deal is with that. But anyway, let me get back to this. Let me see what's all in this box. So Amla Oil High Shine Top Coat. It says expensive by IGK. I have no idea what this is. UV protection in shower gloss treatment to protect. Oh, it's for your hair. To protect and enhance color and shine on your hair. I might use this. We'll see. So my hair, I have lots of gray hair. I've had gray hair since I was like 16 years old. A lot of people in my family have gray hair very young. And so I dye my hair religiously. And it says it's good for people who dye their hair. Color treated hair. Yeah, color treated hair. So let's see. All right. This is Blu-Ray. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. I'm planning on answering questions as I'm doing this. So, Blu-ray. I guess this is like a little fanny pack. I don't know if I would use this. Maybe if I go hiking one day. I have a friend that lives not too far away from me. She's really Mike's friend, my boyfriend's friend, and she goes hiking a lot. I like outdoor stuff. Well, let me just be honest with you. I like water. So I like beaches, rivers, waterfalls, and those types of things. I'm not really keen on the whole camping and like hiking and just like getting bit by bugs. But she likes to do that stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'll do it with you. And so I might take this when I go hiking with her one day. Okay, Tea Blossom. Cleanse, exfoliate, massage, body wash infused buffer. I'm kind of interested in seeing what this is. This is like a loofah. Have you guys tried any of this stuff before? It smells really good. Okay, so I will probably try this out as well. So far, the stuff I would use in this box. Caravan Design Well Travel. I have no idea what this is. Rug size. A rug? Hold up. So y'all know I just moved to this house. It's a townhouse that I moved to when I moved here in July. So I've been here for 3 months. Actually, what's today's date? The 18th? Yeah, so today makes 3 months exactly when I moved in. And so I've been having to buy a ton of stuff to furnish this place and everything. Because, you know, when I was living in my other apartment, it was a 1-bedroom, 1 bath. And I had, you know, stuff for that place. But not enough for like a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhouse. And some of my stuff was kind of like, you know, I was trying to pay off debt. And so I was just trying to get whatever I needed to get. Hey, Jerica. Forgot to say hi to you. But yeah, so I had, you know, stuff that I could use, but they weren't high quality things. For example, like my couch, my blue couch that I used to record videos on. It's a beautiful couch, but is it comfortable? No. So, and it's pretty small. And so I purchased this couch for downstairs, and then I purchased another couch for upstairs. And right now I'm kind of struggling to like find, I guess, floor coverings, like rugs. I guess rugs. That's the only thing that go on the floor. Rugs and mats, I guess, for the bathroom and things like that. So this actually is cute for the bathroom. Okay. This is cool. Any other questions? Let me know if you have questions about what's going on with my life and everything. Okay, Levito Nurturing Hand Cream. It's getting cool here and I guess across the country. And so this actually is going to be useful. I'm going to put that in my office upstairs. So I work from home for now. And I have my little office set up with everything so that I can comfortably work. I love working from home. Are y'all working from home still? Let me know if you're still working from home and how you feel about it. I love it. I wasn't really sure about it. I kind of always liked the idea of working from home some days, but then I guess I always kind of thought that if I were to work from home permanently, I wouldn't be as motivated to do other people's work. And it's actually not that case. I guess, I don't know. It's just, I like being here, comfortable, spending a lot less money. If I were to have moved to Seattle, it probably would have cost me, like, for a similar type of place, like $4,000 a month, from my understanding. And so, yeah, I'm only paying $1,600 a month here, so I'm saving a huge chunk of change by staying here. So that is obviously an upside. And then another benefit of it is that the cost of living is just good here overall, and I feel like I can focus. Um, when you are in the office, I feel like you can't focus as much. People are always coming to stop by. And I think I'm a pretty social person, so I'll go stop and talk to people, and I'll talk for forever. And so it just helps me to stay focused and just get my work done when I am actually working from home. So to me, it's worked out really, really well to work from home. So Jerica asked, let me put this up. I've probably been away for a minute. Are you still teaching as a professor? So yes, I am. The semester just ended for one of the schools that I taught at, and I think that will be my last semester teaching there. I like teaching there, so their program is a Master's of Public Health program that I'm teaching for. But the issue is, it's good for the students, for sure. But the issue for me is that it's time intensive. And I think it's a really good program in the sense that there were only 9 students in my class this term. Technically, we don't usually have more than 15 students in a class per term. And so it makes it a lot more intimate. You can get to know the students a lot better and, give them more one-on-one help. And yeah, it just is a lot better. So the class sizes are really good, but then this is a high touch. They call it a high touch program, and so although it's an online course, I have to be on live, not teaching, but I have to. They call it asynchronous or flipped classroom. So essentially, the students have to learn everything on their own. So they have like videos and readings and things like that they have to do on their own time, and then after or every week they'll get on live Zoom with me and we'll discuss and try to apply the material. So that is every week for 10 weeks. That's how long the terms are, because this school is on a quarter basis. And then you have to be on live with them for an hour and a half. And this school has a lot of requirements in terms of grading. Like I said, it's good for students, but just for me, just being how busy I am, it's kind of a lot for me to do because they require that I grade everything within 7 days. And there's a lot of coursework in that class. So I think that's going to be the last time that I teach at that university. However, the semester just started back up for the other university that I taught at. And so that one is an undergrad program in public health. And it's a lot more manageable for me to do, although the semester is a lot, or the one is a term and then this one is a semester. So the semester is typically 15 weeks. So it takes up more time in a sense of like calendar days and calendar weeks and stuff like that. But it's less intensive on me. But I do think that will probably also be my last time teaching this fall, just because I think with my business and with having a full-time job, I'm not going to be able to manage everything. So I don't think that I will continue teaching after December. So we'll see though. We'll see how everything goes. I do like that I have like this as a supplementary income. It's not a lot, but it's, anything is better than zero. So so I like that I have that as an option. Okay, I don't think I put up the last question on here. I'm not pressing the right button. So Jazzy4180 says, yes, I'm working from home. I work full time from home and love it. So are you going to be able to work full time from now on? Because that's what I'm hoping. My manager actually told me that there might be a possibility that the leadership at my job will allow us to work from home and also and also be able to hire on more remote workers. Not to say that they didn't have people that were working remotely, but I think they tried to limit it as much as possible. So that was really good news. But she told me that maybe like 3 weeks ago now at this point. I haven't heard like an official announcement, but also I guess company wide, 90 something percent of people want to work from home in some capacity. So I'm hoping that gets translated to me, so that I can continue to work from home and save money. So okay, let me get back to this box so I can take it out of my lap. um, okay, so this is actually cool. It's a weighted sleep mask, gravity sleep mask with weighted beads for up to 1 pound. So this is kind of cool because I do have blackout curtains upstairs, but it's not. I was being cheap, y'all. I was being cheap. So I think I really need to put 2 panels on each one, but it's like a skinny window, and so I was trying to get away with just putting 1 panel, and there's 3 windows in my bedroom, and so the pack came with two. I bought 2 packs, so they gave me 4 panels, but there was 3 windows, so I only put up 1 panel per window, so it's kind of like some sunlight coming through on the sides, but it's dark enough. But I did actually consider getting an eye mask, but I've never worn one before. I don't even know how this would feel because this is pretty heavy. Um, have y'all worn an eye mask before? Yeah, this is kind of interesting. I might use that too. Let's see. Jazzy said, yes, I started working from home in the fall last year. I work for the federal government. Okay, cool. Then the team and I are all am. Oh wait, why can't I read? The team I am on are all remote. Okay, cool. That's great. That's awesome. Do you work for like in public health in the federal government, or just in the federal government in another kind of field? That's kind of cool. Okay, so this is a blanket. Would not wear this. This is not my style. It is very soft. It says ultra soft plaid scarf. It is very soft, but this is not something I would wear. So I might give it to some homeless folks. We have a huge homeless party. I was talking to my best friend about this yesterday. We have like a huge homeless problem in Atlanta. I feel like I've never seen that before anywhere else that I've ever lived. But she was telling me about, I guess, how it is in LA or in California in general, especially since the pandemic. And she said like people literally are out on the street with like their furniture, like couches, mattresses, and everything like that. And so it doesn't look good, but obviously, people are suffering, and yeah, it's just bad. I haven't really seen that in Atlanta. I don't really go nowhere, honestly, though. But when I do go somewhere, like I went to the doctor today, um, whenever I do go out, I don't really see people with like that look like they just lost their job in a sense with those huge pieces of furniture. But in general, in Atlanta, I feel like I've never seen the amount of homelessness that I see here with people like homeless people walking on like the major highways or like asking for money like on the on ramps and the off ramps from the highway, living underneath like or on and underneath the highways and just everywhere. And so it's really bad here. I don't know what the stats are, but it's just bad. And so I know it's about to get cold. I don't know. A scarf isn't going to help that much, but it might help a little bit. So I might give that away to someone that I see just out there. But yeah. Okay, so no, I'm not in public health. I work in IT as a program analyst. Okay, cool. So Bola joined and she said, "Hey sis, love your hair. Thank you so much." So I flat ironed my hair this weekend, also being cheap. Um, did it on my own, and I had to. I tried to flat iron my hair, I guess, a few months ago, but my flat iron is old. It's like from maybe 10 years ago, maybe even longer. Who knows? And I tried to flat iron a few months ago, and it didn't get as straight as it is now. And so I asked my friend if she had a flat iron I can borrow. And she was like, no, she just moved to Atlanta. And she's like, no, I didn't bring one with me. It's in my stuff that's going to get delivered, sometime later. So then she asked a friend if I could borrow her flat iron because I didn't want to buy a flat iron just for a one-time type of thing. I only flat iron my hair like once a year. So, yeah. So flat iron my hair so that I can trim it. My hair is actually like growing a whole lot. Like it's like waistline. And was able to trim it, so I don't know. One day I will wash it again and it'll be back curly. Thank you so much. Okay, I love your interior decorating. No pictures, just a beautiful paint job. A beautiful paint job? Well, that's not me. I didn't do that. I can't, the paint, I like the color paint. It's like a neutral get gray, and it was already in here. I didn't paint, so yeah. But thank you, though. I have a bunch of bare walls in here, and I have debated, like, should I decorate or anything like that, like in terms of putting things on the wall or, just getting decorative items. And I kind of feel like stuck, like, I kind of want that stuff and I kind of don't, because I feel like I'll probably be moving again next year. Either I might have to move for work, because who knows if I have to, if I won't be able to continue working from home. And then secondly, because I think I'm going to buy a house next year, depending on how these student loans work out. So we'll see, especially when I tell you, if they cancel 50K of student loans, I will be buying a house next summer for sure. But if they don't, I think what I'm going to have to do is pay off my student loans and then save up. Because I'm pretty much, all the savings that I'm doing right now, I'm saving about 6K after tax every single month. And all of that is kind of going towards like an emergency fund / pay off student loans fund. And so if I use that all towards paying down my student loans, I won't have any money left over. And you have to have like a paper trail of money. And so I have like income, but I wouldn't have savings if I paid off all my student loans. So then I probably would need to give myself from January to maybe June or so to be able to save up enough for a deposit. Although I kind of want to buy a house without putting anything down, which I know is possible. And so, yeah, that is probably what's going to happen. I don't know how much money I would need to have saved and how that will work out, and if I'll be buying my house by myself or with somebody. So we'll see what next year has in store for me. But I would like to maybe buy something next year. So I feel like I shouldn't really invest too much in this place. It's not mine. I'm renting, and I feel like I'll probably only be here for a year. So I kind of struggle with like, oh, these walls are so plain, or like, just getting certain stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna move anyway. So, but at the same time, I'm still moving 10 months from now, at any rate, because my lease is up in July. So I still got some time to be here. So yeah, I feel like it's blurry again, and you guys say it's not blurry on your end, but I feel like it is blurry, super duper blurry. So Trina says, hey, did you just move back to Atlanta? Yes, so I moved from Columbus to Atlanta in July. So I live, before I used to live up in like the Lindbergh, Brookhaven area, and now I live further south. And so that's why I think I've been able to get this cheaper rent in a sense. Atlanta is supposed to be cheap, which is really not that cheap. I tell people all the time. I had just had this discussion with my friend who just moved here 2 weeks ago as well. She used to live in Atlanta actually, and then she moved to DC. And she was like, you know what, I'm going to move back to Atlanta because it's cheaper and I'm going to be able to save. And she was hoping to get a 1-bedroom apartment for $1,000 a month. And I was like, girl, where do you find that at? Especially in a nice neighborhood. And so she actually had a lot of issues with her place, the place that she thought she was going to move into. And so she had to find a different apartment. once in the same building, and then she finally found a place in another building. But yeah, not for $1,000 in Atlanta, but yeah, to be able to, I guess, afford a $1,600 rent, or not afford, but to have a $1,600 townhouse with a 2-car garage with 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths and be like 2K square feet. I wasn't finding that when I was looking. I really lucked up on this, and I moved a lot sooner than I had anticipated. Kind of just saw this place and jumped on it and decided to move. They allowed me to not move for a whole month. So I found it in June and then moved in July. So, yep, moved here in July. And my boyfriend hopefully will move here one day, but he's been in Dallas for the past. I know a lot of people had questions in my last live about him and whether he would be moving and everything. That was originally the plan, but unfortunately, his family is dealing with a very complex medical issue, and so he's been helping his family member, and he's been in Dallas pretty much since May. And yeah, and it's still not really over. We thought it was on the up and up this past weekend, or getting like, we thought everything was gonna be over with, but now the person is back in the hospital, unfortunately, and so he's been like that person's caretaker for the past few months, and who knows when he'll be back home. I was hoping he would be back in Georgia by October. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully that's the case. I think he's kind of grown a little weary of being, away from home and stuff like that. And I'm not even saying like from me. Like he has all his stuff in Georgia. He still is working and stuff like that. But it's just a lot to have to deal with serious health issues and stuff like that. So who knows when he will move, but hopefully sometime soon. And yeah, so that's the case with him. He has come back here a few times. Actually, I don't know if you can see it on the floor over there, but he has some work monitors here, hoping that he could be working from home here. But he's been most of his time in Dallas, which is where he's from. Okay, PJ's money views. So happy for your success. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm hoping for a whole lot more success. So like I told you, I'm launching my business. I actually need to respond to this one email that I got yesterday. But I'm launching my business called Public Health Force on, I need a pillow behind my back. I am launching my business called Public Health Force on Monday. I've been working super hard on it. You probably saw me document the process, probably like in March and April I was documenting it, and kind of stopped documenting it because I just wanted to focus on work, focus on my business, and also like everything that was going on like personal life-wise. And so I just kind of took a break to be able to focus on those things. So during that time, I worked on developing the website. I had to get a new web designer. So if you were following that series, you know that I hired a web designer. That didn't work out. Hired another web designer who I love. You can actually check out the website. I don't know if it's loading fast right now. She's working on that. But if you want to go check out the website, you can. It's called publichealthforce.com. And she killed it on the website. And then she's just very business minded as well. And so that really worked out very well because we set up the website for optimization to make money and to help people. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, so on that, I'll be offering like career services essentially for people. Different services will roll out over the next few months. So I plan to have coaching, which is available like ASAP. I have free stuff. I also have a membership and courses that will be launched over the next few months. So I've been working hard, working super hard over these past few months to get this to come to fruition. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to start working on my ads. So I'm going to run ads to get like visibility to my website, my services, and everything like that. I've taken courses on ads, which you know I was taking one course. I talked about it, that one Facebook ads course, but I signed up for more since then to make sure that I actually knew exactly what was going on. And so yeah, so I'm so excited to be launching it, and I'm hoping that, like I said, be able to help people, because I see every day on different platforms how people in public health are struggling to find jobs. And it's crazy because, you know, we're in a pandemic and there are a lot more jobs available because people are hiring for like tracers and contact tracers, and just epidemiologists and just different things. But I see so many people still struggling to like get jobs. I talked to people. I did like some free discovery calls with folks just to hear like what some of the struggles were, so that I could like pinpoint and hone in on how I could help with that. And I feel like I could definitely help. And so I'm so excited to be able to offer this, because I don't feel like the service that I'm going to provide has ever been done. I know it hasn't been done. In some respects, pieces of it has been done, but not like how I'm about to do it, okay? So I'm super excited to have this on, you know, to be up and running with it. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's see. Sis, from your mouth to God's ears, you will be blessed in the name of Jesus. Amen. 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 I receive all of that, Bola. Girl, yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then PJ's Money Views says, I took a page from your book and posted in my office the salary I want. Okay. Yes. The salary I want to earn in the future. Yes. I did that actually. I guess sometime in July I did that of last year, 2018. Wait, 2019. 2019 I did that. I just found on a blue sheet of like notebook paper. Is that notebook? The pads that come, the legal pads. I wrote it on a piece of legal pad paper, and I wrote that I wanted to make a minimum of $10,000 a month in income. And lo and behold, here we are. I'm so thankful for that. And it really does work, because the Bible does say to write the vision and make it plain. And, you know, it's just so important to let God know what you want, and He'll figure out a way to make it happen. Obviously, you got to do your part as well, because faith without works is dead. But yeah, that's just the first step, and letting God know what you want, and He's going to make a way to make it happen. So yes, I'm so excited for you. How much did you want to earn? I'm so curious. I know you might not want to say, but I'm just so curious, because I want people also to have like big goals. And I think too, that's what I also want to do with this business. Because I also see in public health, a lot of people talk about like, you know, the salaries, and I talked about it too. The salaries aren't always that great, right? And I think it has to come in a shift of what workers demand and what people see as the value for the type of work that we do. And yeah, I want people to stop thinking so small, because it's not okay to pay somebody $30,000 to work on improving the health of the world. Like, that's not okay. And so I definitely want us to kind of demand more and even think about more. And so that way, naturally, the demand will start to, or the field will start to follow based off of what, you know, people are demanding in a sense, and showing what their value is. So I am kind of curious. $10K a month after taxes. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? That is so good. Yes, that's good. Yes, that's good. So I can't wait to see when you do that as well and make that happen. So yeah. So I don't know. Let me know what else y'all want to talk about. I didn't really have nothing specific that I wanted to talk about. I just figured I've been gone for a minute, so I might as well update. And I know I had this box that I hadn't opened. I wanted to share it with you all. And actually, let me check the email to see what they even said about this box. Because, I don't really do this. This is not a sponsorship, like I said, but I've never even gotten PR before because I always decline it. But I was kind of curious about this box. I know a lot of people get them. So that's why I went ahead and was like, you know what, let me do this, because I feel like most of the time I'm not really knowing what to talk about on these lives. And so I figured that I might as well. Okay, so it says that this is a special box, actually. So I wonder if this box is not. So it's a members picks box. And so if you, oh, I have a code. I didn't even realize I had a code. You see how bad I am with this stuff? So it's coupon code VIBE10. So if you are interested in FAB FIT Fun boxes, you can use my code to get 10% off your box. And so this is a members picks box. This is a box full of FAB FIT Fun's members top rated products and best picks that you can customize for your own perfect box. So it's the members picks box. That's cool. I didn't know that I had a code. Lo and behold, 10% off. And so they also said that we switched to 100% recycled craft boxes and paper. So that's good. I hate when places or people or companies don't think about recycling and sustainability. The place that I live in now, they don't have recycling. I just don't understand it. Like, we need to be recycling. So I try to take it to the recycling place. There's a little recycling place not too far away from here. So I try to take all my boxes and stuff there and do that. Any other questions? Y'all let me know. Let me think of anything that I could talk to y'all about. Have y'all been traveling during this pandemic? Have y'all gone anywhere? I know a lot of people are going to Cancun and to Tulum. I'm kind of curious. I watched one vlog earlier this week and I was just like, DK, if I could do it. But I know people are kind of frustrated with, still staying in isolation, constantly working from home, dealing with kids and everything like that. For me, the experience has been fine. Even though I like to go out and do stuff, I actually have been perfectly fine with this this time. But I don't know how you all been coping throughout this quarantine time, working from home, teaching from home, and just living at home 24/7 all the time. Let me know how it's going for you all. But I can't wait to be able to travel again. I need to also figure out where travel is going to fit into my budget. Because like I said, I've been saving like $6,000 a month. But at the same time, I have this goal to pay off my student loans by the end of the year. So I'm just like, where's this travel money going to come unless I'm just saving it up for the future, future. So I don't know. But also, I guess let me talk about my budget a little bit, or my savings and investment. I'm going to do a video on my net worth. So I'm super excited about that. I actually kind of roughly went through my numbers last night and was talking to my boyfriend about it. So I estimated that I actually have about, and this is actually kind of off, but I think in liquid assets I have close to 50K in liquid assets. That's so exciting. I'm so excited for myself. But yeah, that's from the savings from my student loans. So probably half of that is savings for student loans / emergency fund, and then I have a CD that I was going to do a CD ladder with, but the the interest rate on these savings accounts and CDs and everything is just super low. So I just decided that it doesn't even make any sense to lock my money into a CD when I'm probably only going to yield $10 at most for the whole year. I might as well just have it available for me. But I still have some money in the CD. And then I also have my 401k, which from my contributions, it's about, what was it? I think 7K in there. And then my HSA, I have about 1,000 in there. And what else? I don't remember what else I have. Oh, and I think I have like a small savings account as well. Um, oh yeah, my Sally Mae savings account. I have that as well. So when I did a rough calculation yesterday, everything came out. Oh, and an IRA. I have my IRA, which reminds me, I need to transfer, do my rollover, or what is it called? Backdoor IRA. Since I don't backdoor Roth IRA. Since I don't qualify for the Roth IRA directly anymore, I have to call up my brokerage, Fidelity. I have to call them up and ask them to transfer the money that I put in from my paycheck for my traditional IRA. I need them to transfer that to my Roth IRA, and that's called a backdoor Roth IRA. And so it's kind of like an extra tedious step, but that's what I have to do to be able to save money through a Roth IRA. And you kind of have to, since I don't have enough to invest in my Roth IRA yet, because with Fidelity, so it's not really Fidelity. The fund that I want to buy with Fidelity, I can't see you clearly. That's what I thought. See, this is what y'all, I was asking y'all about earlier. I don't know why it's blurry. It keeps going out of focus, like right there. Why is it going out of focus? I'm so confused about why it's out of focus. Maybe I just need to come up closer because you see it stops. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I still am in focus. Okay, so thank you for letting me know that I'm out of focus. Oh, both of y'all have said that. Annie and MK. Okay, or MK told me that I'm out of focus. Thank you so much. Because I saw that it was out of focus, but I asked a few times earlier, and people said that they could see me clearly. So I was confused about like why my computer screen said I was in focus or out of focus in this, you know. But anyway, what was I saying before about the Roth IRA? So essentially, I have to call and do this extra step to be able to do that. And yeah, so I need to do that pretty much like every few weeks. I try to do that. And essentially, the fund that I'm trying to put money into is with Fidelity. It's called, it's Fidelity's version of VT Sachs, which is the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund. And I'm trying to put money into there, but their minimum is $2,500, I believe, to be able to invest in it. And so I only have, I think, like $1,500. I could transfer money from my savings account into that Fidelity, but instead I'm just doing a portion of my paycheck directly into that traditional IRA. So the way this works is that when you put the money into your traditional IRA, you have to then take it and put it into your Roth through a transfer. But any money that you earn through like market gains on it being in the traditional account, you have to pay like capital gains tax on it. But since I'm not actually investing in that traditional account just yet, because I want to buy into that VT Sachs fund, then that's why I don't actually have to pay anything aside maybe like I gain a penny in interest like every month or something. So it doesn't really affect me too much. But yeah, let's see. So I saw some other question here. So Jazzy said congrats. I don't know what I was talking about. Maybe you were saying congrats about the savings that I have. Thank you so much. I'm so excited about that. And then Kicking It with Kanisha says, I love your glasses. Thank you so much. So I got these glasses in the mail yesterday because I went to the eye doctor maybe like 2 weeks ago and got new glasses. And my mom said that they look ugly. And my sister said that they look ugly. And I was just like, y'all haters. And I still got them anyway. And I love them. So thank you so much for, being with me on that, Kanisha. I appreciate that. All right. Bola says, I always love listening to your financial advice. It's hard to find advisors who are people of color, especially black people, because we as people need to learn about our money. That is for sure. I mean, I don't consider myself an advisor. I'm just kind of like your friend talking about money. But yeah, I feel like there aren't enough people talking about it. And especially when you look at the channels like on YouTube that are very popular for financial like topics, very few are like of black people, and like the top ones. And I know like Patricia Bright, she kind of started to talk a little bit more about finances. And I'm really glad that she is, because she already had like a major platform, and so it kind of made it easier for her to transition over and have a good audience on there talking about it. But otherwise, I don't feel like there's other people with like as large of a platform who are like people of color talking about this stuff. And even with Patricia Bright, um, she is in the UK, so I think she tries her best to talk about things that apply to both the US and the UK, which I commend her for, because I never thought about looking up stuff in the UK. So I commend her for doing the research for both, countries. But at the same time, where she knows the most about is for the UK. So I feel like we kind of also need someone that's like very big and popular, unless I just don't know about anybody else. But I don't think there's anybody else on like Patricia Bright's level in finance that's a woman, or not necessarily a woman, but a person of color that is talking about finances at that level, that subscriber count, that view count, and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's really important for more of us to talk. I guess um what's that channel? One Big Happy Life. Um, that is one big channel, but they're kind of like from a couple's perspective as well. So, yeah. Annie Chris says, "Do you edit your YouTube videos on your own?" Yes, girl. I I didn't have money to pay somebody to edit my videos. Thank you so much. You said my editing is always on point. Um, I would like to be able to get to a point where I can just create videos and just have someone edit them for me, which is also part of the reason why I decided to come on live, because I was like, I don't have time right now to edit a whole video. And like I have some videos that I'm going to record that have like a topic around it and stuff like that I'm going to edit and stuff as well. But it's just so much easier to just turn on the camera and just sit down and talk, instead of also having to do the editing on top of that. So I would love to be able to get to the point where I can just turn on the camera and just talk and have someone edit in my style, or even better, because I love anybody that can improve on my work. So I would love to get to that point, because then I can put out a whole lot more content, because there's so much stuff that I would like to just talk about, that I just am like, I don't know if I have the time to be able to put out like 3 videos a week talking about the stuff that I want to talk about and do everything else that I want to do. And so I appreciate you for recognizing the tons of work that goes into editing my videos. I try to like get down a system and everything with that. And I see that it's back to being a little blurry. I don't know why my camera is doing this. I really have no idea, because this has never happened every other time I've gone live using this camera. I didn't even know that it had this functionality. So I'm like surprised. What editing software do you use? I use Final Cut Pro. I actually bought it like ages ago, like probably like in 2012. I bought it when I was starting up this other business. If you've been on my YouTube channel for a while, you know I had like a natural hair care line, and I bought it back then so that I could do like professional videos and stuff, but I actually never used it. And then when I decided to come back and do this channel, or this version of the channel, I was like, I actually was using iMovie for the first few videos, and I was like, oh, you know what? I did buy Final Cut Pro like ages ago. Let me see how I get it onto this computer. And the good thing about it is that their licenses, once you buy it, it lasts, and you can actually download it on multiple computers. My sister is using my license too. You get bang for the buck, okay? Um, so yeah, that I use Final Cut Pro. I'm Nigerian. Does your finance advice help people in third world countries? So Charles asked that. So I think to a certain limit, I think the same thing of what I was talking about with Patricia Bright. The basics of anything will apply. So in terms of like savings, like I talk a lot about sinking funds and paying off debt, increasing your income. Those things work for anywhere, right? But then when it comes to like 401k, IRA, backdoor Ross, and even like maybe in the future I'll do content when I decide to like buy a house. That also will be different, right? Like getting mortgages and stuff. Those type of like country specific. My sister said I'm using what? Girl, didn't you download Final Cut Pro? You definitely have it on your computer. You probably don't use it no more actually because she was doing videos, but you definitely have it on your laptop. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. So the the basic advice still applies, but the I guess country specific stuff like things that have laws that surround it, I think that stuff does not apply. And I think you can take the information like, oh, okay, in America they have 401ks. Do we have something similar? Like, for example, in the UK, they have pensions. That's like their similar thing. So you can at least learn about certain stuff and inquire further about how this might work in your country. But I don't think 100% across the board everything applies. So, yeah. Did you launch your course yet? My course for public health. Is that what you're talking about, Annie? Or was it the real estate course? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, so much going on, y'all. So if you're talking about the real estate course, we launched that way back in January. That was a course that my boyfriend and I, um, a course that my boyfriend and I and one of his business partners, kind of went in together and created. And it's about wholesale real estate investing. And so my boyfriend and his partner, she said I just signed on. I heard you talking about me. So they have a business where they do wholesale real estate investing. And so what that means is you don't need any cash, credits, a license. You don't need like this typical stuff to be able to do wholesaling. And so my boyfriend and his business partner have been doing that for several years. And that's how he actually finds a lot of his properties that he rents out, is through this wholesaling method. And so we developed this course to be able to teach people on how to do that. It was my idea because he was, going to conferences, and you probably saw, I guess, when we went to, I don't think I did a vlog about that. I think I went to, I think I did it on Instagram, where I show how we were at a conference in Chicago, and he was talking about real estate. And so I was like, you're doing these conferences, you might as well come out with a course. And so we did that, and we made a lot of money from it so far. And my boyfriend needs to push it more because we have a gold mine on our hands with that course, because like we haven't promoted it at all, and we made like $20,000 to $25,000 off that course already. So yeah, but you're talking about my public health course. Okay, so my website is launching on Monday, publichealthforce.com. And so it will have coaching services, or not it will, I will have, through the business, I will have courses, coaching, a membership program, and also like products, like digital products as well. And so as of right now, the only things that are currently available are the coaching services and the products, like the digital products, like I mentioned. Like you can download specific guides, like resume guides and things like that. You can purchase and download those things. When it comes to the courses, the course, I need to sit down and record it. And then the membership, I will have a membership that will be launching. It will open up in October, and then people can join starting in October, and it will go live. I guess the live launch date for the membership will be in November. And so yeah, so you could go to publichealthforce.com. I have some free resources on there, and also some things that you could purchase as well, just to kind of get you started. But yeah, I plan to have courses. I plan to have a course on public health and tech, government public health, and also just a general course as well on what to do in terms of resumes, interviewing, and things like that. That will be the first course that I put out. And then the membership. The membership is really going to be it's the part that I'm super excited about, and it's already planned out. It's fully planned out. What I actually need, and I should have been on here and asked that. I need help. I need a VA. I need a virtual assistant. I had a virtual assistant. It didn't really work out between her and I. We just had different perspectives on, or not even perspectives. It's like her design perspective was a little different than my design perspective. Nothing deep. And so it was just taking a little longer to get stuff done. I have one VA for like helping me with my podcast. In addition to my sister, she helps me out with my podcast as well with editing. She need to edit some more as well. Send you some, Sheree. But anyway, so I have one VA that helps with the podcast and like translating or transcribing those things, and creating graphics and stuff like that. But I really need another VA that's going to help me with everything else in the business in terms of like social media, and also with emails, customer service, just like a bunch of stuff. So if you're interested in like being a VA with me, please let me know. Send me a message at publichealthforce@gmail.com, because I need help like ASAPington, okay? Because I have a lot of things like planned. I just need the assistance to make them come to fruition. But as I was saying, the part that I'm super excited about with this business is the membership, because it's going to help with people, take them from point A to point Z. And so the idea of it is that it will help you to get the job and help you with professional development along the way. And it'll be like its own kind of like professional organization in a sense. Like you probably, if you're in public health, you know about American Public Health Association. So it won't be like that level in terms of, I guess, presentation and research and stuff like that, but it'll be kind of like more of a community where people are trying to work towards getting jobs in public health development. And I'll be teaching weekly in that membership and bringing on like guests to talk about it, talk about different topics within it, offering like free resources to people that are in the group. So I'm really excited about that portion, but that's not supposed to launch until the doors open for it in October, and then it will officially kick off in November. So I'm super excited about that, but I'm going to start running ads just to let people know about my business. So if you're in public health, you're probably going to see my ads on your Facebook and your Instagram probably next week. So if you see my stuff, go ahead and share and comment. Make sure that it gets visibility and traction for me, please. I appreciate that. But that stuff will be coming out soon. I appreciate you for asking about it, Annie. So it's 8:05 now. If no one else has questions, I'm going to go ahead and log off pretty soon. But let me know if you're interested in me doing these more on a regular basis, because like I said, editing takes a long time. I appreciate y'all for saying I do a good job at it, but it takes so much time to edit And with all that I have going on, just like, what other way can I stay connected, put out content? And I think these are more informal and not as much as teaching. They're just like get to know me and talk. And we'll talk about, some things like I talked about, the whole backdoor Roth IRA thing in a very conversational, casual way. But if you want me to do more of these, maybe like on a monthly basis, maybe even it really depends. Maybe I could even do it like every 2 weeks or so. But let me know if you're interested in that, and we could figure out a way to get that done. So I see Charles says, yes, you could do more of these. You are so good. Oh, thank you so much. My sister says, I need a VA intern. What is that, girl? What is a VA intern? You can't have a VA and an intern at the same time. That's my sister, by the way. She has a podcast. I know a few of you follow her podcast. It is called, oh, I'm so excited. I just remember this. Her podcast is called Fatal Crime Confessions. And she and I are working on a game together around her podcast. And so I'm so excited for that. So, yeah, she kind of does need an intern because yeah, she needs somebody to help her out too, because I can only help so much. But I'm so excited about like the business and her podcast and everything. So if you are into true crime podcasts, check out her podcast called Fatal Crime Confessions. And yeah, I know what you mean. She says it means I can't pay them, so they have to be an intern. So yeah, if you are into true crime, check out her podcast, and then hopefully sometime in the new year, like I think, what is it, Sheree? What we were planning to launch it in February, I think. The game, which I am like so excited about that. So, yeah. Alicia Marie, and I want to ask you, Alicia, are you in one of those Facebook groups? I feel like your profile picture, I know it from you commenting on my videos, but I'm also recognizing that you probably also comment, or are you an administrator on a Facebook group for like women pursuing financial independence or something? I don't know why, but it's like it's just sticking out to me, your profile picture. Let me know if you're an admin or if you're just in one of those groups on Facebook, because I feel like I have seen your picture somewhere else. But anyway, you asked, when you start projects or businesses, are you ever nervous or fearful? You seem to be so confident. You just go for it. It's admirable. Oh, I appreciate that. My boyfriend always says that about me as well. So, okay, I will say this. One of my friends from my master's program, she actually was texting me, and we are just talking about like, quarantine, COVID, and stuff like that. And so I told her, the business that I'm working on with Public Health Force. This was actually a few months ago. And she was just like, you're just so like into business. You and your family, you guys just do business. I will say that a lot of it does come from my dad, because he is an entrepreneur. And my mom, she stopped working after she had my sister. And both of them kind of just did the business. My mom kind of more supported, and my dad, did the technical stuff. He's a truck mechanic. And so I always grew up just knowing like about having your own business, having the flexibility to do what you want to do. Obviously, you have to have the income to kind of like just do whatever you want to do. But in the sense of like us growing up, like it's me, my brother, and my sister, we always had like my mom around, my dad around. We, they never really had to miss anything from us growing up. And so I kind of always in the back of my mind knew that I would be an entrepreneur, but also did follow the traditional route at the same time. And so I think it's just a way of life for me. And I just feel like, how can I live the way that I want to live without entrepreneurship? And so I think it just was instilled in me in a sense. Obviously, some people, still can be fearful or have lack of confidence no matter what kind of, environment they grew up in. But I just think it just came from that, just seeing how my family was. And so, okay, you said no, I'm not. I don't know why, but this other girl's picture looks just like yours. But maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, so I think it just came from that. And I think I do get fearful, so I will admit. So today I was talking to my boyfriend and was telling him that I hope I get the visibility that I would love to have with this business, Public Health Force, because I see people offering help kind of like one-on-one or like ad hoc in a sense. Like if someone will say, hey, I need help with this, you know, someone will kind of jump in to help. But at the same time, I feel like it's not in a systematic way and not someone kind of dedicating to provide that help. But at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm going to get the visibility, if I'm going to, you know, be that source for people. And it doesn't always, I will say I don't always think about that. I always am like, I'm about to kill it. It's about to work for me. I'm very positive about that. But then there are times where like I do have like little moments of self-doubt. But then I quickly am like, nope, you got the best thing out there. It's about to be amazing. You about to kill it. You're, you know, I just think it just comes from my upbringing. So yeah, I appreciate that. And I think I saw something else. I think, yeah, Annie said that she loves my website. I appreciate it. We worked really hard on that. I know it's kind of probably still loading slow, but after this weekend, it should be loading pretty fast because we got smushed all those pictures that's on the website. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm about to get off of here and do some other stuff because I got a lot. I'm pretty much like always working on something, always. So let's get off here and go work on something else. So I appreciate y'all for being here and watching me unbox this Fab Fit Fun box and also just chit chat with me, ask me questions and everything like that. But I will talk to y'all in the next live video and I hope you have an awesome weekend. Bye.